There it is.
Phoenix, keep watch. Make sure you alert me if anybody enters Fort Udo. Thank you. Nino.
I'd say your name, but I don't think you ever did give it.
You can call me Blue. No. During our last conversation, you made it clear to update you on certain things that may affect you. I made it clear that that's exactly what we have intended and continue to do so. Which means here's some information you must know. Does it affect you directly? Probably not. But it does affect you as it is a part of the operation that we are running. Last week, a US engineer that helped us make these blueprints was killed.
What?
Let's just say he became hard to work with. Again, does it affect you or your business? No, as we have everything that we need from him. Which now leads me to the second point why I'm calling this meeting. Take a look. Updated prices for the rifles that you supply. If you have any questions, you let me know.
The other supplier, he's been offering $75,000 items for $42,000. As a consequence of that, some of my real big plugs, their entire business has gotten screwed. While I estimate 90% of the product on the street is coming from me, that 10% undercutting rate affects the desirability of things. I'm sure you understand. I can confirm that I had heard these rumors when we first spoke, I want to say 3 weeks ago, and it was my impression that they were spoken to. So, and if they have been spoken to, it may be that the underlings that work for that plug may be not following orders properly. Yesterday I was told that after I was told about this $42,000 price, I double-checked with my most loyal and reliable plug, and he confirmed. I believe they're doing $42,000 for 5 or 10 or something along those lines.
Undercutting the market, undercutting certain connects that all work for the same operation, where we all share a common goal that cannot run. So I will tell you without going into much detail, the other connect was made aware of these new price changes and was also made aware that if we find out anybody is undercutting the minimum that we have provided, just how easy it is to give a blueprint. It is easier to take it away.
For full transparency, those plugs that were negatively affected, I'm looking to take a loss on my end and backfill them a bit, both in terms of maintaining loyalty, but in terms of making sure that they understand that the problem's been resolved.
Now, in that document, we've given minimum prices. If you come up with your own price, again, the other Connect may come up with his own as well. But no one should be going lower than the minimum provided in that document. Feel free to sell at the minimum if you wish to do so.
Understandable.
Phoenix, I hear sirens in the area. Are we cleared? Keep me updated. Well, another thing that may affect you in the long run. We use these dots for imports. Jetsam. One of our containers the other week was attacked by an unknown group. So supply might be slowing down. Again, I will keep you updated. You know.
Okay. These heavies, I've noticed the price is exceptionally cheap. These used to be the best products on the market. I take it the new bodies may have been in some adjustments.
That is correct. These new bodies that you'll be supplied with, or should I say already, let's just say they've made those heavy rifles not as good as they used to be.
I see. In relation to where the heavy was, where do these top items line up?
Phoenix. Negative. Thank you. Sorry about that. Phoenix is getting used to his new job. Charlie is MIA for now. Could you repeat what you said?
Where the heavies used to hit, how do I put this? The heavies used to hit, perform at a certain level. Does the performance of these militaries and tax line up with that? In other words, the top product of before, does it line up with the top product of today? Is that something that should probably be tested out?
The pricing is equivalent to how good the weapon is. For example, a military rifle. The name itself screams power. That is why they cost around $100,000. The rifle bodies don't come too easy, you know.
Understood. Okay.
So in better terms, the military rifles are the new heavy, you could say.
Understood. There's one more thing that might affect everything. So I got two important questions. The first is there's an entire market right now for used weapons. As I understand it, there's a pawn shop down on the south side. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really see that as much of a problem in terms of if the weapons are getting in other people's hands, fantastic. But know that reused weapons, people in San Andreas are kind of stupid, right? You sell a used weapon for 50% off, people start thinking everything should be 50% off. I'm wondering, you know, if this engineer would be able to take a look at a gun and inspect roughly how many rounds. Today, when you look at it, a weapon looks a bit rusty, right? Collects dust. You can notice the spring starting to tear open. But being able to take a look at that weapon and seeing how much it's been used for the buyer, I think it'd be a very valuable trait.
You're telling me that people are buying used guns that may have bodies on it?
Yes. And the market's big. It's not just the other plug that's drove the prices down, but rather the used weapon market. Now, that's something that I can sort out myself to a degree, because I think it's coming through one of my connections. But it is going to play a role in all this. You have to understand, San Andreas isn't what it used to be. People don't move the way that they used to move. But I think one way to let those who are looking to move a little bit smarter, giving them the toolings to be able to look at a weapon and understand how much it's actually been fired. The more it's been fired, the more likely it's got bodies, versus a fresh one that's just collected a little bit of dust on it.
I'll speak to or should I rather say Charlie's people, the one that import these rifle bodies. Unfortunately, the engineer, well, we killed him the other week. But I'll see what Charlie and his team can do.
Okay. Our argument the other day. Obviously, this is a very rough time. I see this as a very solid partnership. Obviously, your goals, they line up with mine. If there's anything you need from me, let me know.
Let me tell you this before you leave. We've given this opportunity to a lot of people, blueprints, to be associated. And we know. And at the end of the day, loyalty is very rare to come by. But when that day comes, if that day comes, and a red button is pushed, those who stayed loyal, those who understood the bigger picture, those who understand there is more to life than being in a crew, will be beside us when that does happen. Like yourself, Nino.
And I do appreciate that. I think it's important just to underline. Loyalty's always been a two-way streak. And I see this as a opportunity for everybody. Because money, power, I have all that. But what I don't have right now is a sense of completing my mission. And that mission, I see you helping me. I'm watching these justices fall one by one. But I know when push comes to shove, someone will rise up. And when that time does come, I hope that you're able to fulfill that end of the bargain. Specifically blowing these motherfuckers up. I want them...
It's funny you mentioned that. Like I told you, we were approached by that individual that wanted a product from us. I know you like to walk a certain way, but if you want to task an individual to literally get a justice blown up, you know where to find me.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Is there anything else you wanted to chat about?
I understand your past. How close are you nowadays with May?
We discussed this the other day.
Has anything changed, Nino, from that discussion?
To be rather frank, I didn't really appreciate being followed. To me, it was a breach of trust and loyalty. Keep in mind, I don't see this as an opportunity I've gotten. I see it as an opportunity for both of us. Lang, at the end of the day, is my brother. But whatever your business is, that's with him. Just as our business is between us.
I'll see you soon, Nino.
Oh. One last question.
Sorry, Phoenix. Give me one moment.
How many bodies has the other plug moved? And I asked not to compare, but rather to have an understanding of what's out there on the streets. So I can adjust properly.
I'd say around 200.
Oh. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Nothing compared to you, Nino.
Very few ever can. I wish I heard what he said at the end there, but
Hey, Nino, just driving around with Serenade. What's up?
not too much. I need